Save money on your wardrobe floors. Save money on your wardrobe doors. Save even more money on your wardrobe drawers. Most people massively overpay for fitted wardrobes like this one. On this video, I'm going to show you 9 hacks or 9 ways to save a whole bunch of money that's going to get me shot by your carpenter. Hello again. Right, I have decided I'm going to show you hack 1 right now. You've probably already spotted it anyway. You will notice there is no side panel and there is no back panel in this wardrobe. The reason for that is it saves money on MDF, which is getting quite expensive these days on both sections, and it saves me a lot of time, and saving my time saves your money. My cost for labour to install a proper back and a proper side on that will be £440, and that's times 2, so £880. There's a big saving just by using the walls that are already there, rather than covering them with MDF. Visually from the outside, when you look it in, it looks exactly the same. You cannot tell the difference. And from the inside, everything's going to be painted the same colour, so it's all going to look consistent, still going to look good inside as well. £880 plus materials saved. I mean, hell yes, it's got to be, hasn't it? Are you ready for hack 2? Well, I'm ready to tell you. You may have spotted, I'm sure many of you will have done, there is something else missing from this wardrobe. And that thing that is missing is a floor. Wow. There's no base. I haven't built a base for the wardrobe to go on top of. And we're literally fitting it straight on top of the existing laminate flooring. Now, again, this is a hack. This is to save money. The amount of materials that goes into a base wouldn't be far off about maybe £60 to £80 of materials. Good saving there. My labour cost to build a base, £440. So you're looking over £500 saving just by keeping the laminate flooring you've already paid for, and you've already paid someone to install the laminate flooring. It looks great, it's durable. Just leave it there, save yourself a load of money. So that's what we're doing. That's hack 2. This chest of drawers is going to be fitted, well, it is already fitted into the wardrobe. It's all going to be painted the same colour as the surrounding framework and walls. So once we've finished painting, this is going to look like a fitted piece of furniture. Why do we do it this way? It's a hack. We're saving money. That's the whole point of this video, don't forget. So we're saving money here. Now, this chest of drawers cost under £200. My charge to install this is about £220, just a day's work for doing this. Now, compare that to if I was going to build a bespoke drawer unit with 6 individual drawers. I charge £220 per drawer. So that's 6 times £220. Plus I'll charge another £220 for building the actual framework. That's £1,540 for building a 6-drawer bespoke unit. This is a massive saving. You're looking over £1,000 saving, and you'll see by the end of this video how good it looks as well. It look like a proper chest of drawers built into the wardrobe rather than a flat pack just sitting there like it does now. So keep watching and you'll see that. We have 4 doors, all hung. They're going to come off again, but they're hung temporarily for now. Plain, like I mentioned earlier, and that is the hack, or the way to save money is a better way to put it. There's no decorative moulding, they're not shaker style. Anything that's elaborate with a door takes time and costs money. If you just have them plain like this, it's so easy. All I do is just sand the edges, put a doorknob on, that's it, and hang them. You know, if I'm doing shaker style, we'll put it this way, if I do shaker style doors, I charge £220 per door to do shaker style. They're very difficult to do, they take time, they're time consuming. They look great, they look fantastic when they're done, but they do cost a bit of money and they do take a bit of time. So if your priority is to keep into a budget, you can save £880 compared to shaker style just by having a plain door. Oh, just so you know, I have done a video about shaker style doors where I've made some for another wardrobe. I'll link that at the end of this video. So if you want to see how a shaker style door is made, watch to the end and you'll be able to click on the link at the end of the video. £3,380 saved with the 4 hacks you've seen so far. Still 5 hacks to come. These hacks don't have a specific amount saved on this wardrobe, but trust me, they will still save you a whole bunch of money, so keep watching. This hack is all about the MDF, the medium density fiberboard, the wood that we build the wardrobe out of. MDF comes in a length of 244 centimeters. Now you'll see that this wardrobe doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. That's because we're governed by the length of a sheet of MDF. So this is 244 centimeters high here. Anything you build above that has to be built as a separate compartment. So it's always better in terms of money to just stick to MDF height as the maximum height of your wardrobe. Otherwise you do end up paying for almost another mini wardrobe to be built on top. This one is all about the internal components of your wardrobe. You'll see on this wardrobe, it's empty. There's nothing in here. All we're going to do is fit one hanging rail across the top, and then we're just going to use it for suitcases and whatnot at the bottom. The more shelves and the more shoe racks and drawer units and all that kind of business that you put into a compartment takes time and it costs a lot of money. So if you want to get a wardrobe as cheap as possible, keep it as simple as possible. Simple as that. It's all about the doors again, and it really is as simple as keep the amount of doors that you want to a minimum. Doors are one of the trickiest parts of a wardrobe to build. The actual structure of the wardrobe is easier than doing the doors. So the amount of doors you have will massively reduce the amount of cost you pay for the full finished wardrobe. So if you have 8 doors, you're paying double the amount than what you have for 4 doors, aren't you? Simple. This one's all about painting. So you can see on this one, we've just painted everything in a nice, crisp, brilliant white inside and out. That's the easiest, simple way to paint and the cheapest way to paint. We once had a client who wanted us to do 2 different colours on the door with a diagonal line border separating the 2 different colours, top and bottom. Great, looks fabulous, look really funky, really cool, but takes time, costs money. Even simple things like if you want one colour on the outside and then another colour on the inside, takes time, costs money. It's difficult to get that perfect line between the 2 colours. You have to do one coat, wait for it to dry, do another coat, wait for it to, so on and so forth. So keep it simple with the paint, save money. Hack 9 still to come, but we are at the point where the wardrobe is finished. You can see the walls around it are being painted also. It looks like it stands out a lot nicer when you've got nicely painted walls. We've got a beautiful chest of drawers. Looks like a fitted piece of furniture, like I said. Looks awesome. You can't tell the back of the wardrobe is not an actual back, it is just the wall. Looks good, looks beautiful. Same with this side as well. You'd never look at it and think, that's not part of the wardrobe, that's the wall. You just would never think that, would you? The doors as well look great. Let me shut the doors and show you. They're all plain, there's nothing elaborate about them. Just simple doorknobs, not too many of them. But yeah, they look great. They just look really good. So anyway, there's the final finished, beautiful looking wardrobe for you. Just one more mini hack up next, which will be the final part of the video. This is the part where I just say thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned a whole bunch of stuff on how I hope you're going to go and save a whole bunch of money as well. If you are, give us a thumbs up and tell us about it in the comments as well. I'd love to hear about it if you are going to do your own wardrobe and use some of these hacks. Genuinely, I would love to hear about it. If you want to see more hacks videos in the future, subscribe, press the subscribe button. Helps us get monetized as well. At the minute, I'm doing these videos for free, doing it for the love. Enjoy doing it, not the end of the world. Anyway, either way, thank you for watching the video. One mini hack up next, and then that was it. We're done. So I'll see you on the next one. On to the final hack of the video. This is all about the person you employ to build the wardrobe, your carpenter. Now, my strong recommendation is get a carpenter that will also paint the wardrobe as well. There's a lot of carpenters out there who will only build it. They won't paint it, meaning you have to get a separate decorator in to come and paint the wardrobe. Why does this matter? Well, it matters because wood changes shape after painting. Every coat of paint you put on these doors is absorbed by the doors, and the doors swell up and change shape. So the doors need to be reset after the painting, which your decorator's not going to know how to do that. Your carpenter will. Also, when it comes to the painting, I painted these areas around the hinges prior to hanging the doors. And I also painted the back edges prior to hanging the doors, because I know once the doors are hung, I can't paint them bits. So because I've got decorating in mind while I'm building it and doing it in a way that means I can do it properly with a higher standard of finish and probably to a lower cost for you as well. So strong recommendation, always get a carpenter who will paint the final product as well for you and has a really good knowledge of painting.